Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back in the Jolly Friends Sports Club Society Premier League, and it is the Island Cricket Club up against the Ncp Warlords. Well, the Ncp Warlords are batting first here, 22 without a wicket in this fourth over. An excellent start by the two openers, Om and Akar Pooper. Not losing any wickets this time. Misses out on a full toss. A big opportunity to get a boundary in. This time just past the outside edge, past the wicket keeper too. That's gone racing away to the boundary. So that will spoil the over. At the end of the fourth, it is 26 without a wicket. So Vijay continuing a change in the bowling, and he's played that one superbly well towards the fielder at third man. Will get just a single either side of the fielder. That would have been a boundary. That is exactly how you play a Yorker length. This time the ball just skidding through. This time just past the outside edge. An excellent delivery this time. This time just inside the tram line. And another dot delivery. Three consecutive dot deliveries now for Vijay. And the current rate is kind of an issue here at the moment for the Warlords. Well, something had to give in, and he's done exactly that. And an excellent piece of fielding there out of the boundary line. He saved a certain couple of runs. Excellent piece of stop. And not yet conceded a boundary here, Vijay. He'll be happy with the effort in the field. This time it will be outside the tram line, so that will be signaled as a wide by the umpire. This time he's picked it up. And will that go the distance? Yes, it will. And that will become a huge over in the end. 10 coming off that one. An excellent strike by Om at the end of the fifth. Now it is 36 without a wicket. And this time picked up on the offside. An excellent shot once again. All of a sudden getting some quick runs here. The Warlords. And it's just what they needed. This time hit hard, but he finds the fielder. This time a wide down the leg side. So the scoreboard keeps on ticking here. R. Kapro with the man on strike. This time it's down the leg side and will race away to the boundary. That's 5 bonus runs for the batting side. All of a sudden some freebies as well. Well, getting those boundaries in, that has shifted some momentum. And now the bowler's trying to rethink, wanting to bowl a different line, and ending up doing something like that. And once again, an expensive over this one. Already 10 of it, just the two deliveries in. And this time he's done him. An excellent comeback by Jimit. Just what he needed. This time coming down the track. And he's totally missed that one. And off goes the off stump. And castled in the end. And finally they break this partnership. 46 for 1 now in this last over of the power play. So in comes Varun Kapoor and number 3. This time he's played it nicely towards the fielder out there in the deep on the offside. Gets off the mark instantly. And he does the right thing by giving the strike back to Om, who hit a 6 in the previous over and must be itching to go once again. 22 of 19 for him. Nicely played on this occasion, but straight to the fielder. So an excellent comeback after those 5 wides. This time he's picked it up. He's picked it up ever so well over the fielder at mid-on, and in fact gone all the way. That's cleared the ropes too. And another maximum here for Om. A 6 to end the over and the power play, and that will bring up the 50 as well for the Warlords. 53 for 1 now after the first 6 overs. So Vijay continuing here. This time nicely flicked on the leg side. Well, the fielding restrictions have now been uplifted, and that misfield will allow them to come back for the second excellent piece of running between the two. Well, the fielding restrictions have now been uplifted, so 5 fielders allowed outside the inner ring, and they have 3 of them on the offside. In fact, 4 of them. There is a very fine third man along with a third man, and there is deep point, more of a sweeper, and a long off, and a long on the leg side. So the leg side being the shorter side for the right hand batter, both these batters right handed. If the bowler misses the line, it could be easy pickings for the batters. This time hit hard, it's driven and it's driven ever so well. It's beaten the fielder at cover. And another boundary here for Om. He's enjoying himself out there now. All of a sudden, a series of boundaries for him. And this time it's driven and he's found the fielder at long off. This time it struck the pad and appeal, but the umpire is not interested. Well, definitely going down the leg side on that occasion. This time he's played it safely towards the fielder, a third man, and a single to end the over. At the end of the seventh now, it is 63 for 1. Well, 63 for 1, and it's going to be Minish Adani to continue here in this 8th over. So, an excellent start this one for the batting side. An excellent delivery this time. So just the one run conceded of the first two deliveries, a dot delivery, a rare one after this end of the power play. This time hit hard and back to the bowler. Nicely fielded of his own bowling, one-handed. Once again bowling that one slightly short, going for the big swing towards the leg side. Gets a single on this occasion. And this time hit hard and finds the fielder at long off. So the boundaries have been kept quiet here in this over. They are currently going at 8.43 runs an over, which is a very good start, you might say, especially with those wickets in hand. They have a lot of firepower to come as well. This time a misfield of his own bowling couldn't quite stop that one, and they get across for another single. So that will make it 4 of the over, and at the end of the 8th over, it is 67 for 1. So Vinay Chadwa continue. And straight away he's been smacked through the offside, inside out. An excellent shot by Varun Kabul. That's his first one. And you would think that is first of a many in this innings. He is an absolutely deadly ball striker is Varun Kapoor. Didn't quite middle that one, but still finding the fence with ease. Says a lot about him. And the Warlords have come with a total different intention today. And this time picked up on the leg side. Well, it was coming. And out it goes once again. Out of the ground this time. A superb hit this one. And already 10 runs coming on the first two deliveries. So he's taking those dot deliveries back from the opposition. He's moved on to 14 of this 10. This time nudges it towards the fielder at short third. And it's a rare dot delivery for Vinay. Well, the project score at the moment 184. And if these two carry on this way, you might think that they would score something in excess of 200, which will be a very good score here at the Khalsa Cricket Ground. This time a bit of a shimmy, trying to play with the head of the bowler, and it's worked. And it's been given as a wide by the umpire, way outside the off stump. This time it struck the pad, an appeal for a leg before wicket, but definitely angling down the leg side. This time hit hard and played back to the bowler, but he's missed that one, and the long on fielder gets across to stop it from going away to the boundary. Just a single on that occasion. So 13 of the over, one more to come. Can he get away without giving away a boundary here? Om on strike for the first time in this over. And he's hit that one straight as an arrow. And it's gone all the way as well. That's another maximum that will make it 19 of the over. A huge over this one for the Warlords. And at the end of the ninth now it is 86 for 1. So Minesh continuing, and why shouldn't he give away just the 4 runs when he came on to bowl in the 8th over? And now continuing once again with a dot delivery. So one of the bowlers who is not being hit for boundaries. This time it's picked up, chance of a catch and taken safely. And Minesh gets his man. A huge grunt by him and a huge relief for the Island Cricket Club. And it's the Warlords who lose the second wicket. And it's Varun Kapoor, who was looking really good out there, all of a sudden in the previous over, departs. And it is 86 for 2 now after 9.2 overs. And Varun departs for 15. And the umpires have called for drinks. So in comes Saswata at number 4. And Minesh is bowling an outstanding spell out here. 1 for 4 for him in his 1.2 overs. Can he continue in this momentum? Well, they need someone to bowl something like that. He needs some help also, though, from the other bowlers. This time a wide down the leg side, very unlike him. You might say it's the commentator's curse. As you start to praise, something wrong happens. This time nudges it towards the fielder at short third. This time just past the outside edge. This time nudges it on the leg side and is beaten the fielder. Well, it's the shorter side and he's used that to perfection. An excellent shot this one and one way to get off the mark of his third delivery. Well, still one more to come in this over and that will spoil the over for Minesh. 5 of it now. Can he close it out without giving away another boundary? Well, he's taken the big wicket of Varun Kapoor. And this time hit hard down the ground. And he finds the fielder at long on. A single is taken and he keeps the strike at the end of the 10th over. Now it is 92 for 2. This time nicely driven and he's found the fielder out there in the deep. And this time a wide down the leg side. This time he's picked this one up and there's no fielder out there. It's gone all the way. That's another 6. They are dealing in boundaries at the moment. That 6 will also bring up the 100. 100 for 2 in this 11th over the Warlords. It's an excellent start for them. And O moves on to 48. And this time nicely played out in the deep towards the third man. This time a swing and a miss. And this time just past the outside edge. And he finds the fielder out there in the deep. So Minesh continuing into his third. He's bowling an outstanding spell out here. Starts off by giving away just a single once again. Well, on the other hand, there have been raining boundaries, but Minesh not conceding any. Well, that single will also bring up the half century for Om. 50 for him in just the 31 deliveries. Well, he's not maybe realized it yet that he's got to the half century. And this time played nicely on the offside, cutting that one and straight to the fielder. This time nicely played on the offside, takes the single. This time it's an excellent shot and it's gone over the fielder at extra cover. Another maximum, and this time it's been hit against Minesh Adani, who has been the pick of the bowlers today. Well, a bit of a room offered and beautifully dispatched away. This time nicely played on the offside. Another single taken. So just the one more delivery left now in this over. He's played this one nicely on the offside. Another single taken. So at the end of the 12th now, it is 112 for 2. Starts off with a wide delivery here. Varun into his second over. This time nicely played on the offside. Another single taken. This time nicely driven. And he finds the fielder out there. And this time it struck the pad. A huge appeal, but the umpire is not interested. This time just past the outside edge. This time a thick inside edge. And this time another wide, but it's down the leg side. And this time another wide. This time picked up on the leg side and it's gone racing away to the boundary. An excellent shot this one. And once again a boundary will just spoil the over at the end of the 13th. Now it is 120 for 2. So once again a change in the bowling and it's going to be Karan up against Om. Om who is at the moment at 53 of the 34, laying out an outstanding hand out here. And he's gone for it big once again, and it's cleared everybody. That's another maximum for home. Well, for a second, the fielder thought that he was in play at deep mid wicket. Superbly played that one. This time it will be a wide down the leg side. Once again, bold shot, and once again it clears the fielder just over him. Well, he's not clearing it at the big distance at the moment, but he's getting those sixes in. That's the second of the over, 2 and 2 for him, along with that wide. 13 of the over already, and the captain must be ruining his decision at the moment to give the ball to Karan because it's not working out clearly. And the projected score at the moment 199, and if Om keeps on batting this way, definitely in excess of 200. He's raced on to 65 now. He's come out in a very different mood today. This time he drives, and once again it clears everybody. That's gone for another maximum. 3 in a row. And this partnership is now more than 50, 53 of just 25. And Karan is in huge danger now. He's conceded 3 in 3. How does he recover from this? This time a much better delivery, and he gets that dot delivery in, and he will be mightily relieved that he's not going to be hit for 6 sixes. Well, Om was looking right on top of Karan at the moment. Well, that's another full pitch delivery, chance of a catch maybe, and it's gone just over once again. That's another maximum. That's the fourth one of the over. It has been an absolute exhibition out here by Om. 77 of the 39. Eyeing that triple figure mark for himself today. That will make it 25 of the over. One more to come. And he's nudged this one, and he's beaten the fielder inside the circle. This time some finesse with the bat. And another boundary to end the over. 29 runs coming off that one. A huge one. At the end of the 14th now, it is 149 for 2. Well, Varun is going to continue here. 29 coming off that last over. And Saswata back on strike here. Well, he had the best seat on the ground, at the non-strikers end, viewing those four sixes and that boundary in the previous over. And now once again on strike, straight away starting off with a big swing and a miss. Well, the current run rate is 10.52. This time charging down the track and a slight outside edge. It's missed the wicket keeper and they get across for a quick single. So that single brings up the 150 for 2 after 14.2 overs. And still 5.4 overs more left. How many more can they get from here? Well, they are eyeing the 200 mark for sure. This time played inside out. And the fielder's done well to keep that one in. He's kept it down to just one. This time a slightly shorter one. And beautifully dispatched on the leg side. But just for a single once again. So a tight over this one by Varun. Just the three singles. Just the kind of the comeback that they needed after those 29 runs of the previous over. Well, the Island cricketer would be wanting to keep the opposition below the 200 mark. And this time another single, a very good delivery once again, a fuller length and slower through the air. So can he get out of this Varun here without giving away a boundary? Well, the good part for him, Saswata is on strike. And it's an excellent wide Yorker to end it at the end of the 15th. Now it is 153 for 2. An excellent one this for the Island Cricket Club. Well, a change in the bowling once again, and it's going to be Murtaza to continue. And he starts off with a shorter one, and just outside the leg stump will be called a wide by the umpire. This time it's hit the pad, a huge appeal, and a hesitation between the two, but they get across in the end quite comfortably. Well, they wanted to come back for the second, but the non-strikers in, Saswata, wasn't quite ready for it. This time played uppishly and finds the fielder out there in the deep. This time he flicks that one and it's gone away for another boundary. Well, that's been signaled as a boundary, not as leg buys. Well, that is what Om is also claiming it, informing the umpire that boundary will help him to move on to 87 now. 87 of just 44 deliveries for him. And he wants to get this 100 at the moment. Once again, it's down the leg side. This time it's beaten him. And that's gone away to the boundary once again. The umpire having a big thought about that one. It's been given as leg buys in the end. So Murtaza will be relieved. It's not 5 wides. And this time just past the outside edge. Excellent once again by Murtaza. This time he nudges it on the leg side towards the fielder at deep mid wicket. So just a single to end the over. And he moves on to 88. At the end of the 16th now it is 165 for 2. So Minesh Adani into his final over. And it's been hit straight, hard, and beaten the fielder once again. Moves into the 90s now, Om. 92 for him in just 45 deliveries. Well, just the 3.5 overs more left now in this innings. And the score moves on to 169 for 2. But Om has been the star of the show so far. 92 of 48. This time trying to find that gap between the short third and the point fielder once again. But this time will get just a single. This time he's picked that one up. And that will race away for another boundary. This time it's Saswata. He's moved on to 25 with that one. And once again, a huge partnership here. Well, the projected score at the moment 211. But it seems like they are going to get much more than that, considering how they have been bowling at the moment. The Iron Cricket Club once again played uppishly, and he finds the fielder out there in the deep, gets a single and gets the main man back on strike. Om, 93 or 49 for him. A couple of deliveries left in this over, and maybe he is eyeing 2 boundaries. Well, he's taken another single, just keeping it safe. Maybe he is feeling a bit nervy out there, nervous 90s. Another single taken. So just the one more delivery left for Minesh Adani in his spell. 1 for 32 for him in his 3.5. Can he get another wicket with Saswata on strike? Once again hit hard, and he's found the fielder out there in the deep. He will keep it down to just one. So Minesh ends the spell. He's been the pick of the bowlers today. 1 for 33 for him. At the end of the 17th now, it is 177 for 2. So it's going to be Vijay to continue, and you would assume he will be bowling this one and the last over of the innings. And he started off with the wide up against Saswata. Saswata at the moment 27 of just 23, and even he has played a very important hand out here. But at the moment he needs to get Om back on strike. Om on 94 of just 50, just a hit away from a century. This time just under the edge of the bat. This time dancing down the track, but it's been given as another wide just outside the tram line. So the idea is clear to bowl those wide Yorkers. And at the moment, not quite working out for Vijay. That's the second wide of the over. He's picked this one up. Chance of a catch, maybe? Well, not quite so. Once again, it's gone all the way. Well, it somehow beats the fielder at the boundary line on every occasion here. Well, these are not massive sixes. They are going just over the fielder. And everything going in the favor of the Ncp Warlords today. On any other day, all these would be going to hand. And a maximum on this occasion for Saswata. And this time a swing and a miss. So he continues to charge down the track. Playing fire with fire at the moment. This time hit hard down the ground. He finds the fielder out there at long on. So Om back on strike on 94 and a thick inside edge on this occasion. That single will move him on to 95. And just the one more delivery left in this over. Well, so Om has been kept quite a little ever since he's been into the 90s. He's taken just the 3 singles after that, and most of the strike has been taken by Saswata, and that will be another wide. An apologetic hand straight away. That's an excellent delivery to end the over. Superbly done once again. At the end of the 18th, now it is 188 for 2, 11 coming of that in the end. So Varun is going to bowl the penalty over of the innings, and he starts off with a wide. Well, Om is not interested at all and giving away his strike. He is on 95 at the moment, just a hit away from a century. It has been an outstanding innings by him. He has been the main feature in this innings for the Ncp Warlords. Well, this time it's hit hard, and that has a bit of a hesitation by the fielder. A bit of a misfield allows them to come back for the second. Moves on to 97. So 97 now for Om. This time just past the outside edge. Well, he's living dangerously. Well, he's playing for his side at the moment, wanting to get those boundaries in. Just the 10 more deliveries left in this innings. This time it's played back to the bowler. He's gone. Well, that will break his heart. And he's out here for 97. He's kicking himself out here, missing on that century by just 3 runs, and he's getting a standing ovation by the opposition team as well. Everyone congratulating him for his innings. It has been an outstanding one by Om, and very unfortunate that he has to depart here for 97. Well, he deserved that century, and he will have to start once again from zero in the next one. Well, he was a bit nervy in the 90s. He played outstandingly ever since he got into the 90s. He was getting those singles in, and now takes the long walk back to the pavilion. Well, definitely a shout out for the man of the match today. So Das comes in here at number 5. Just the 9 more deliveries left in the innings, with the score at 191 for 3. Well, you can't take anything away from that innings of Om. He's missed out. He's out for 97, but he has been the key feature in this innings for the Warlords. So Varun getting a wicket here. 1 for 24 for him in his 3.3 overs. And that's an excellent delivery once again. A bit of a hesitation and they get across in the end. So just the 8 more deliveries left. And 192 for 3. 8 more singles gets them to the 200 mark, but they would be wanting to get much more. This time he's done him. He's gone right through. And he's got both the set batters out here. An excellent over. Too little too late here, you might say, for the Island Cricket Club. But that's the fourth one down. And it's the big wicket of Saswata. 192 for 4 now. One more delivery still to come in this over. And there are two new batters at the crease. And you might say they are saving some runs here at the moment. The Island Cricket Club trying to keep the target somewhere around 200, which should be gettable and not out of reach for them. Well, it's going to be Vijendra Sharma to come in here at number 6. And an outstanding spell here by Varun. And he finishes off with a dot delivery to the left-hander. It has been an outstanding 19th over here. At the end of the 19th, it is 192 for 4. So an outstanding over by Varun, taking those two big wickets. First of Om and then of Saswata. He's really paying things back a little here for his side as we head into the final over. And it's going to be Vijay without any surprise to continue. None for 28 for him in his 3. And once again, he starts off with a wide, but he is very quick. The idea is to play those wide Yorkers, and it's not quite working out for them at the moment. The ball going once again slightly outside the tram line. That should be another wide, and it is. So not the best of the starts here for Vijay in this final over. So he is going to come around the wicket now to the right-hander. Maybe that will turn his fortunes as well. Well, the Warlords will be disappointed that they are not going to score something in excess of much in excess of 200. 200 is still on the cards. Just the 5 more runs needed for that, but they were eyeing for the 220 mark, which is going to be extremely difficult from here on. They will need those at least 4 sixes from here on for that. But a single nonetheless, and he's going to come over the wicket once again now, Vijay. This time to the left-hander Das. So Ankur Das. Well, he decided to come around the wicket itself once again, Vijay. And it's going to be Vijayendra Sharma on strike. Just past the outside edge on this occasion. And they get across for a bye. Once again, it's gone beneath the bat and it's gone racing away to the boundary off an inside edge. An excellent stroke in the end, this one. That boundary brings up the 200 for the Warlords. 200 for 4 with just 3 more deliveries left in the innings. Well, he did really well there to get a bat onto that one. Suvan Kurdas. Well, it's a leading edge this time. Will that clear everybody? Yes, it will. Once again, another maximum. And all of a sudden, some runs in this final over. These boundaries just take away the hard work that was done by Varun. And now 2 more deliveries to come. He's got 10 of the last 2 and would be wanting to repeat that. Suvan Kurdas. 206 on the board. A huge total this already. This time hit hard. Straight down to long on towards the fielder Varun. And he gets the single on this occasion. So just the 1 more delivery left now. And it's going to be the left-hander Vijayendra Sharma to face it. Well, Vijayendra has faced the 2 deliveries and both of them have been dots. Well, in fact, one of them was a bye. So he's still yet to get on the mark. And he's got an opportunity on his final delivery to get his opening run. 207 for 4, a mammoth total already. How often do we see a score in excess of 200 at the Khalsa cricket ground? Well, it's a thick outside edge and the fielder's done extremely well to stop that one. And he will get a single. So that will close out the innings at a 208 for 4. And the target for the Island Cricket Club will be 209 when they come out to bat. A huge total. And we will be back for the chase on the other side. So we are back here for the chase. The target 209, a huge one, and it's going to be Vyom Mehta to start with the new ball. The left arm pacer up against the right hander Vyom Gada, and at the non-strikers end will be Dr. Anand. So how do they approach this? The Ireland Cricket Club. Well, 209 is not something that is not gettable. They are more than capable of it. They have some really good batters in their lineup. This time a direct hit. So for the first time we will see Dr. Anand on strike. This time it struck the pad and appeal, but the umpire not interested at all. So an excellent start this one for the Warlords. This time nicely driven, but straight to the fielder. This time it's bowled on the third stump line and it's been dispatched towards the leg side and all the way. That's the first six of the innings, and straight away some intent, and it's come from Dr. Anand. An excellent stroke on this leg side, the shorter side, remember. Just picking that one up. And this time just past the outside edge. Well, in fact, given as a wide in the end by the umpire. The umpire not happy. This time it struck the pad and appealed once again, but definitely pitching outside the leg stump. So at the end of the first over, now it is 8 without a wicket. So Vijendra Sharma continuing here in the second over, and he starts off with a dot delivery up against Vyomgada. And this time it's past the outside edge and it's past the wicket keeper too. And that goes racing away to the boundary. Very unfortunate there for the bowler. And 4 welcome runs for Vyom. And in on the act. 12 on the board in the second over. They need less than a 200 now. That will help them psychologically. So now they have kept a slip. Maybe too little too late. Once again the ball striking the pad. And straight away a huge appeal, but it's the left hand pacer up against the right hander. And it's always going to be difficult to get that leg before wicket decision when you're bowling that off stump line coming over the wicket. This time the ball just skidding through and a bit of a hesitation, and they get across for a single in the end. This time he's picked this one up on the leg side and it's gone all the way. That's the second six for Dr. Anand. He's dealing in sixes at the moment. 12 or 5 for him. 3 dots and 2 sixes. And continuing to get those quick runs here at the moment. Dr. Anand taking some help from the umpire for the shoelaces. This time a swing and a miss. The ball once again keeping low. So at the end of the second over now, it is 19 without a wicket. Well, once again, just past the outside edge. Vyom Mehta continuing in his second into his third over. Well, still 190 away. The asking rate at the moment 10.65. Well, they need to really bat really well, the Ireland Cricket Club. This time he's flicked this one and that will race away to the boundary. An excellent shot. Just flicking that one off the pads. And This time it's flicked away to the boundary once again. So back-to-back boundaries here for Vyom. Once again, he's found that gap perfectly well. That's three back-to-back boundaries now for Vyomgara, and this game is not done by any means at the moment. The Island Cricket Club are putting on a show at the moment. This partnership now worth 31 of the 16, and both the openers looking really good. Once again played uppishly, and he's found the gap once again. That's four consecutive boundaries now. Outstanding piece of batting this. This time played uppishly, chance of a catch. It won't quite carry to the fielder, and they get across for a single. So that will close out the third over. 17 coming off that one. At the end of the third, it is 36 without a wicket. So Vijendra Sharma will continue. And once again, he's played that one ever so well in that gap. That's the third time he's got a boundary in that region behind square and getting some really quick runs here. The Island Cricket Club making full use of this power play overs. Once again, superbly done. So that's the fifth boundary in the last six deliveries now. This time playing it uppishly and once again beating the fielders inside the circle. And out it goes for another boundary. And Vyom Gada moves on to 31 of just 14 deliveries. Once again nudging this one, but this time couldn't beat the fielder inside the circle. And this time it's a full toss. And he's taken full advantage of that one. That will go all the way. That's cleared the fielder. And that six will bring up the 50 year for the Island Cricket Club. 50 without a wicket after just 3.4 overs. Right on course in this chase. 159 more required from the remaining 98 deliveries. And with all 10 wickets intact, and with these two going along this way, it seems like they are going to get this, the batting side. Once again, a huge over, 14 of it already, and this time a chance of a catch, and he's taken that one, and that's the first scalp, the first one down for the Island Cricket Club, and it's Vyom Gara, who was building superbly well, departs for 37 of the 17, and it is 50 for 1 now after 3.5, and right on top once again are the Warlords. Vijay comes in here at number 3. Still a long way away from this target at the moment. And he starts off with a full toss and a thick inside edge. He's missed out there, Vijay. He's mightily disappointed that he's not been able to dispatch that one away to the boundary. So at the end of the fourth over, it is 50 for 1. Still 159 more required in the last 16. So a change in the bowling, and it's going to be Suwan Kurdas to continue. 50 for 1 after first 4 overs. Straight away a swing and a miss. Finding some turn of the track on that occasion. Dr. Anand has faced 7 deliveries now. He's hit only a couple of them, and both of them have gone for maximums. 5 dots and 2 sixes for him. time played uppishly, and that will beat the fielder and that will race away to the boundary. No chance there for the fielder to get across, and more quick runs for the Island Cricket Club. That opening partnership was an excellent one, but they need something similar at the moment. This time a thickish inside edge, played straight back to the bowler. Well, just the 9 more deliveries left now inside this power play, and they would be wanting to make the most of it. This time a swing and a miss. This time played uppishly, and the fielder wouldn't quite be able to get underneath that one, and they get across for a single. Well, it was played uppishly. This time driven, will he beat the fielder at long off? Not quite so. He's got an important hand onto that one. The fielder at mid on will cut that one off and kept it down to just one once again. That's good bit of fielding. So at the end of the 5th over now, it is 56 for 1. Just the 6 runs of that over. So Ashwath Nair will continue in the 6th over. Once again struck the pad, a huge appeal. And a dot delivery to start with for him. A bit of an excitement out here. This time played uppishly, he will clear everybody and also the fence. Another maximum, and this time it's come off the bat of Vijay, playing that one inside out. And a beautiful, beautiful strike. Once again making full use of these power play overs. And the score moves on to 62 now after 5.2 overs. And it seems like we are in for a thriller once again. This time hit hard. The fielder out there at long on is on the boundary line. And he gets just a single on that occasion, Vijay. And brings Dr. Anand on strike. This time he's picked this one up on the leg side and another boundary. Well, that's easy pickings for Dr. Anand at the moment inside this power play. That's another boundary for him. Excellent piece of batting this. Once again hit hard, but the fielder at long off will cut that one out. So 12 of the over so far, one more to come. And Vijay will be wanting to make most of this power play. Just the one more delivery left inside this power play. He's played that one in the air. Chance of a catch maybe. It won't quite carry to the fielder there. But a single taken. So another over coming to an end. At the end of the sixth now, it is 69 for 1 and 140 more required of the remaining 14 overs. They need to go at 10 and over, and they are right on course at the moment. So once again a change in the bowling, and it's going to be Mohit Pandey to continue. The right arm pacer. Well, 140 more required from 84, and this partnership also building at the moment. And Vijay nudges this one on the offside, gets a quick single in. Well, they need to go at 10 and over from here on, exactly 10 and over. And it is very much gettable with those wickets in hand. And this time, just past the outside edge. And another dot delivery. And this time hit hard down the ground, but only for a single once again. Not quite able to get the elevation that he wanted over the fielder at mid wicket. And will have to adjust with the single on that occasion. So just the 2 runs of the over, halfway through it. Can he maintain this for his side, the Warlords? time it will be a wide down the leg side, and the ball is racing away, but they take just that extra run. So a couple of freebie runs. And this time a thick outside edge, and the wicket keeper couldn't quite hold on to that one. Well, he's taking some damage of it. He seems to be in extreme pain when in fact it's hit his face. And the physio is looking after him. We hope that he's all right. good to see that he's all right, and he's continuing their arca. And off we go once again. Well, Mohit Pandey is a very pacey bowler and can get very tricky when you're wicket keeping in front of him. This time nicely defended. So just the one more delivery left in this over. 5 of it already. It has been a decent one for the Warlords. They need some more overs like these. This one just past the outside edge on this occasion. So at the end of the 7th over, it is 74 for 1 for the Ireland Cricket Club. Well, it's going to be Suwan Kurdas to continue. Straight away hit hard on the offside, takes the single on that occasion. Dr. Anand then gives the strike to Vijay. This time played back to the bowler. So the over by Mohit Pandey was a tight one, and that injury may be just shifting a bit of a momentum here for the batting side. They have been kept quiet here. This time hit hard but finds the fielder at deep mid wicket. This time he's picked this one up. Chance of a catch. Taken. Superbly done. And that's the second wicket. It's Dr. Anand who departs here now. A well made 25 for him. But both the openers are now back to the pavilion. And it is 76 for 2 now after 7.4 overs. And in huge trouble once again, the Ireland Cricket Club in this game. And 2-2 now for Suwan Kurdas. A golden duck here. And 76 for 3, the Island Cricket Club here. In all sorts of trouble now. He will be on a hat-trick now, Suwan Kurdas. A huge opportunity for him. As the new man in is Varun. Well, still 133 away from this target. 133 required of 73. And they need to stitch a partnership. Vijay needs some support here at the moment. So a hat-trick ball coming up. And a huge opportunity here for this man here, Suwan Kurdas. Can he get it? Well, not quite so. It's been tucked away on the leg side by Varun. It's gone racing away to the boundary. No one out there at fine leg. In fact, square leg. And a welcome boundary here for the Island Cricket Club as well. That will close out the over. 80 for 3 now. An excellent over by Suwan Kurdas coming to an end. Still 129 away from this target. So Mohit Pandey continuing. He starts off with another dot delivery. All of a sudden, after the end of the power play, tight overs. And still 129 more required from 71 deliveries here. Once again, a wide delivery down the leg side. So Mohit Pandey offering a lot of pace at the moment. This time tucked on the leg side towards the fielder at mid wicket. Getting across for a quick single. Once again, an excellent delivery this one. So not offering much to the batters at the moment. This time it's flicked him and into the hands of the wicket keeper. Will just be a dot delivery. A huge appeal once again. This time hit hard. He's hit that one into the gap. No chance there for the fielder and it goes away to the boundary. So much needed boundary that one. And once again it's come off the bat of Varun. That's his second boundary. And he's moved on to 8. Well, the first one was off the hat-trick ball and now this. Well, at the moment they are still a long way away from this target. They need to stitch a partnership and these two need to make a big one here, Varun and Vijay. They did well with the ball early on and now need to do well with the bat. This time they're taking a lot of bounds of the pitch, trying to cut that one through the offside. Another dot delivery to end the over at the end of the ninth. Now it is 86 for 3. So once again a change in the bowling. New bowler Sumit Anand. And it's tucked away nicely. And a bit of a misfield. Sloppy bit of fielding there. And that's gone away to the boundary once again. And it's Vijay who gets one. Well, they need a plenty more of those here at the moment. Still 119 more required from the remaining 65 deliveries. This time a low full toss. And he's played that one ever so well. That's back-to-back boundaries here for Vijay. And finally getting some momentum here. They need a plenty more of those at the moment. This time hit hard. And that's 3 in a row. Excellent this by Vijay. And he's turning this game on at the moment. Back to back to back, boundaries in this over. And the plan to bowl with Sumit Anand at the moment not quite working. And that's a wayward delivery. And that's beaten the wicket keeper too. That will be 5 no balls. Right back into this one, the Island Cricket Club. This time freebies, 17 of the over already. And to add insult to injury, it's a free hit coming up now. And it's up against the set batter Vijay, who has faced already the 17 deliveries. So a free hit coming up now. And he's hit that one in the air. Won't quite find the fence on that occasion. Just a single. Well, he's missed out there, you would feel, Vijay. And it brings Varun on strike. Well, 104 for 3 in just this 10th over. They are ahead in the game at this moment. This time an excellent delivery. That's an excellent comeback here by Sumit Anand. Once again, an excellent delivery and nicely played as well by Varun. He takes the single towards long on. So that will make it 19 of the over. At the end of the 10th now, it is 105 for 3. They need 104 more in the last 10. And the umpires have called for drinks. So Ashwath Nair continuing at the halfway mark. They are exactly where they would have wanted to be. They have scored half the runs and want to get the other half in these final 10. 103 more from 59 from here on. And this partnership is building at the moment as we continue after this drinks break. Starting off with a single up against Ashwath Nair. This time nudges it on the leg side. And he finds the fielder in the deep. This time it's played straight to the fielder. A bit of a hesitation between the two, but they decide against it in the end. And a good call by the non-striker. Vijay sending Varun back in his guard. So a decent over so far this by Ashwath Nair. Just the two of it halfway through it. They need to keep a tight over here at the moment. This time played back to the bowler and he couldn't quite hold on. Wasn't an easy catch. And they get across for a single two. This time played straight to the fielder on the offside again. So just the 3 runs of the over. One more to come. Just what the Warlords needed. And it will finish at 3. That's an excellent over by Ashwath Nair. At the end of the 11th now, it is 108 for 3. Vyom Mehta continuing. And it's tucked away on the leg side. A bit of a misfield. And they come back for the second. So now they need less than 100 more. 99 more required from 53 deliveries. And very much in this game. This time hit hard down the ground. And cut off by the fielder once again. And they move on to Nelson now. 111 for 3 in this 12th over. So 98 from 52, the equation at the moment. And the asking rate has gone up to 11.31 after the tight over. This time it's played in the air. Chance of a catch. Fielder getting around. But he couldn't quite get underneath it. And they come back for the second. Excellent running as well between the two. Once again, just picking that one up on the leg side. And this time a swing and a miss. This time he's picked this one up and it's gone over the fielder at long on. Shouts of catch it, but he's got no chance on that one. And a much needed six in this over. Finally, Vijay connects one. Well, this partnership is now worth 37 at the moment. At 43 now with that six. This time he's played it towards the fielder at fine leg. Another single taken. A huge over in the context of the game. At the end of the 12th now, it is 120 for 3. 89 more required of the last 8. So Ashwath Nair continuing, and it's been picked away on the leg side. Another boundary here for Vijay, and a perfect way to start another over. Well, after that tight over by Ashwath Nair, conceding just the 3 in the 11th, starts off by giving away a boundary in this one. Superbly played. He knows there is no one out there behind square on the leg side. This time a low full toss. And he's found the fielder out there at long off. This time played uppishly, but the fielder not quite going for the catch. And they take another single in. Well, 83 from 45 now the equation. What a cracker of a contest this is. This time inside out. And again all the way. Well, he's getting these runs down ever so quickly here, Vijay. That's another one for him. He's moved on to 46 now. 46 of this 28. And the asking rate has now gone to 10.5 and over. Just like as it was at the start of the innings. It was 10.45 and now it is 10.5. This time nudged back nicely to the bowler. So a dot delivery here for Ashwath Nair. This time he cuts this one and he's cut that one ever so well in the gap. Another boundary to end the over. That's a huge over. And that's his half century as well. Vijay, 50 of the 30 deliveries. An outstanding batting display by him. And he's not even realized it. There goes the smile on the face. His partner congratulates him. But at the end of the 13th now, it is 136 for 3. 73 more required in the last 7. Well, Mohit Pandey is going to continue now. 2 overs, none for 11 for him. He starts off nicely, but played straight to the fielder. Nicely driven. A dot to start. And they need a tight over here at the moment, and they need to make break this partnership desperately. The Warlords cannot believe what has hit them at the moment. Well, the game, you might say, is still very much in the balance here. A couple of tight overs can turn the game in the favor of the Warlords, and a couple of really good overs can do the job here for the Island Cricket Club. This time they will get a single, once again hit extremely hard, and brings Vijay back on strike. Vijay at the moment 50 of just 30. And Vijay has been the key feature in this game. Once again played straight to the fielder at cover. And that's another dot delivery. And this time a thick inside edge. And that will beat everyone. That's gone racing away to the boundary. So the fortune favoring the brave. And Vijay with another boundary. Well, not where he intended, but he will take that. And that will make it 5 of the over once again. Just the 68 more required from the remaining 38 deliveries. Who would have thought at the beginning of the game we will have a cracking contest like this one? A high scoring contest. At the moment they do not really know what can they do here, the Warlords. This time nudges it on the leg side in the gap. The straightaway the ask is for 2, and they make it in the end quite comfortably, putting the pressure on the fielders. Once again, nudged away on the leg side, and it's beaten the fielder. A misfield there, and that will make this over very expensive too. In the end, 11 coming off it, just what the Ireland Cricket Club needed. At the end of the 14th, now it is 147 for 3. Just the 62 more required in the last 6. Well, Suvan Kurtas continuing here, and they are in search of breaking this partnership at the moment. Can Suvan Kurdas once again take a couple of wickets? At least one. Can he break this partnership at the moment? Well, he took a couple in the 8th over. Ever since, there has not been any wicket in this innings. This partnership now worth 71 at the moment. A huge one. This time hit hard towards the fielder at the boundary line, and he's done well to keep that in. He's done superbly well, you got to see. He's kept it down to just one. And there was a bit of a misfield. This time he's picked this one up. And he's picked this one up away for a maximum. That's another one here for Vijay. And Varun is doing an exceptional job out here. He's taking those singles and giving the strike back to Vijay. And Vijay moves on to 66 with that one. An outstanding stroke. He's enjoying himself out there here. And he's once again played that one over the fielders in the cover region. This time a short at every chance of a catch and taken. And finally they have broken this partnership. And Vijay goes back to the pavilion. A well made 66. And once again, it's the Warlords who have their noses in front here. 154 for 4 after 14.3 now. And Vijay has played a very important hand out here and put his side in pole position in this chase. 55 more required from 33 deliveries, and Karan comes in here at number 6. So once again, it is Suvankur with another wicket. He has been the pick of the bowlers. He's taken those 3 wickets. A wicket-taking machine at the moment for them. Whenever they need a wicket, they go to him, and he delivers. This time, Karan takes the single, gets off the mark instantly of his very first delivery. This time the ball keeping low, and it's beaten the batter and also the wicket keeper, and that's gone racing away to the boundary. 4 buys on this occasion. Well, it does not matter how do they come at the moment. And now they need exactly 50 more to win from the remaining 31 deliveries and still very much alive in this chase. And this time it's picked up, and it's picked up all the way. Another maximum. Where has that one come from? It's Varun this time. Well, Vishal has departed, but that's the second six of the over. And at the end of the 15th now, it is 165 for 4. Just the 44 more required for the batting side, the Island Cricket Club. So Mohit Pandey into his final over. He needs to get it right here for his side. He starts off with a dot delivery. Nicely done there by the wicketkeeper. The ball just bouncing in front of him. A perfect start to the over for him, starting off with a dot delivery. Can he continue in that rhythm? This time played back to the bowler. Back to back dot deliveries. Karan struggling out there up against Mohit Pandey. What an outstanding game of cricket this. And this time a swing and a miss. That's 3 consecutive dot deliveries. And now the pressure back on the batting side. Well, he's getting all those runs back that were conceded in the previous over. And once again, the asking rate going close to 10. Well, that is the nature of this game. That's 4 consecutive dot deliveries on. Just trying to nudge that one towards the fielder at third man. And Varun will now go and have a word with Karan. Excellent piece of bowling this by Mohit Pandey. Well, Savankur Das might have taken the wickets, but Mohit Pandey has really put some pressure on the batters here with those dot deliveries. That's 4 in a row in the over number 16 when the batting side needs 44 from 30. He delivers absolutely gold. This time he connects and they get across for a quick single and they make it in the end. So the first run of the over finally. Just the one more delivery left in this over. So pressure here on Varun to try and get some runs on this delivery. 43 required from 25. Well, it seems like Varun has to go for it or he waits for the next over. And it has taken an awkward bounce of it. He's asking for a wide, but the umpire not interested, giving us one for the over. So an excellent over by Mohit Pandey coming to an end. Just the one run of it. Absolutely gold dust at this stage of the game. And at the end of the 16th now, it is 166 for 4. 43 more required in the last 4. Well, the Warlords have started to believe once again. 43 from 24 now, the equation. And you got to say that it has been an outstanding over by Mohit Pandey, the 16th one, conceding just the one run. And he's got his side right back into this one. And Karan at the moment 2 of 6, wondering what to do. It's going to be Vyom Mehta to continue. He is into his final over. He's conceded 37 in his first 3. And he will be hoping for a tight over here. One more tight over will really put them ahead in this game once again, the Warlords. This time trying to nudge that one on the leg side, gets the single in. It brings Varun on strike. And Varun has hit that one hard and over everybody. That's a welcome 6. And once again, right in front, the Ireland Cricket Club. Lots of ups and downs in this game. And he's brought the target down to just 36 more required from 22. And they are inching closer and closer to this chase. Once again, hit hard. And a misfield, and it's gone away to the boundary. But it's getting very nervy out there. And a misfield allowing that boundary, and Vyom Mehta once again proving to be expensive. 11 of the over already. And Varun dealing in boundaries now. He's moved on to 33 of just 21. Once again played in the air and it's gone all the way. It's the shorter side. 6-4-6. 17 of the over. And that takes away all the hard work that was done by Mohit Pandey in the previous over. And once again they need wickets here, the Warlords. Vyom Mehta is going to come around the wicket now. He will be hoping for turn in fortunes with that. This time the ball just keeping low and skidding through to the wicket keeper. So a dot delivery from Vyom Mehta. Just the one more delivery left. 17 of the over already. And now they need just 26 more to win from the 19 deliveries remaining. And that's a couple of dot deliveries to end the over. Decent end in the end for Vyom Mehta. He's finished his spell here at 4 overs, none for 54. At the end of the 17th now, it is 183 for 4. Well, Ashwath Nair continuing to concede those maximums. This time it's off the bat of Karan. That's his first 6. Well, he's taking those 7 deliveries to settle here. And now a maximum for him up against the off spinner. What an outstanding chase this has been by the Ireland Cricket Club. This time played straight to the fielder. So a dot delivery to come back with, but the damage has been already done in this over. He's got the 6, 4 more deliveries left. This time charging down the track. Chance of a catch. Taken. Once again a twist. That is exactly what they needed. It's Karan who's going back to the pavilion. He's gone for 9. And it is 189 for 5 after 17 and a half overs. Still 20 more needed of the remaining 15. So in comes Vatsal Shah at number 7. And his side, well, in a spot of bother at the moment. 20 required for 15. They are still in front though. And would be wanting to get these runs down as quickly as possible. They wouldn't want to take it to the last over. And Ashwath Nair getting the breakthrough of Karan after being hit for a 6. Can he get another one here? He's played it nicely there. Vatsal down the ground towards the fielder at long on. Takes the single. He's done the smart job and given the strike back to Varun. Varun, who at the moment is striking it beautifully. 39 of 24 for him. Absolute carnage out here at the Khalsa cricket ground here today. We have seen 398 runs in the 37.4 overs. 399 in fact. And now just the 19 more required of the 14 deliveries. Well, he's played it straight. And that's gone all the way again. That's the second 6 of the over. And that will ease down a lot of pressure on the batting side. And you've got to say that if they don't win from here on, they will be kicking themselves. Just the 13 more required from 13. A runner ball required. Varun moves on to 45 of 25. He's gone for it again, but this time he finds the bowler. Couldn't quite middle it. So an excellent over once again for the Ireland Cricket Club, even after losing that wicket. At the end of the 18th, it is 196 for 5. So the last throw of the dice by the captain, Suwan Kurdas, continuing, and he starts off with a dot delivery. Well, whenever the captain has needed a wicket, he has gone to Suwan Kurdas. And this time he's done him. Well, he has come up with the wickets every single time the captain has asked him to. And that's another one down. It is 196 for 6 now. 13 more required from 10 deliveries. And Vatsal Shah takes the long walk back to the pavilion. Just the one run for him today. And in comes Nihal. Well, he's got 4 more deliveries left here. Suvan Gurdas. And once again, just getting that one through. And chance of a run out. Direct hit and he's gone. It's a golden duck for Nihal. And they have started to panic here at the moment. It's 7 down for the Island Cricket Club. Well, Nihal has done the right job there. He's got Varun back on strike, but he's perished himself, and it is 196 for 7 with 13 more required from the last 9 deliveries. Well, it's all happening out here at the Khalsa Cricket Ground. And in comes Janet at number 9. That's an excellent delivery up against Varun, and he's taken the single on that occasion. A superb piece of bowling. So 12 needed of 8. And for the first time, we will see Janet on strike coming in here at number 9. All of a sudden, a lot of motivation here. This time, he's beaten the bowler almost. And another single taken. So that will be the second run of the over. And Varun on strike. So what does he do here? Does he go for the glory shot? Or does he take the single and keep the strike for the final over? 11 of 7. And Suwan Gurdas, what an outstanding spell it has been. 4 for 28 and his 3.5. And if he can get another one here, if he can get the big wicket of Varun, that will not just be his 5 wicket haul, but also a man of the match performance. Almost going right through him, and he takes the single. So 10 needed of the final over. At the end of the 19th now, it is 199 for 7 as we head into an absolute cracker of a final over. So it's going to be Vijendra Sharma to bowl this final over, the left arm pacer. And the good news for the Island Cricket Club is that Varun is on strike. Varun at the moment 47 of 28 and straight away hit hard but straight to the fielder and he sent it back and it's been given as not out by the umpire. Well, that was a big chance, but it's nonetheless a dot delivery. A perfect start here for the bowling side Warlords. Well, that makes the equation 10 required of 5. What can Varun do here for his side? He hit this one over the infield and it's gone away for a 6. It's not just a 4, it's a maximum. That brings it down to just 4 more needed. That will also bring up his half century, 53 of just 30 deliveries. An outstanding innings this, a match winning one. Well, he supported Vijay extremely well early on. And ever since Vijay has left the crease, he has taken the onus on himself to get these runs down as quickly as possible. And now just a hit away here, the Island Cricket Club. That 6 brings up the 200 as well for them. 205 for 7 after 19.2. And Vijendra Sharma, well, he needs to get him out. This time driven, but straight to the fielder. So a dot delivery, adding more drama. 4 required of 3. Well, he's waiting for the bad ball at the moment. He wants to hit the boundary to finish it off. But that can really play it into the hands of the opposition. Once again hit hard and it's played towards the fielder, a deep extra cover. He's coming back for the second chance of a run out and they have made it in the end. That's a couple of more runs. Excellent piece of running between the wickets by Varun. And now just 2 more runs required. Well, he knew exactly what he wanted to do there, Varun. The fielder wanting to get him out, throws it at the keeper's end. But he made it home quite comfortably in the end. That throw might have or should have been at the bowler's end. That would have been at least just the 1 run. But 2 required of 2 now. It's an excellent delivery and a bit of a misfield there by the bowler. Had he been able to hold on to that one, he could have kept it to a dot. But he takes the single. Now then, we are into the final delivery of the game and still the 1 more run required. The scores are level. We have seen 416 runs today and in the 39.5 overs and still nothing separating the two sides. And it is going to be Zenith to get this final important run. They have to run for it. They have to run for it anyhow. The wicketkeeper is right up at the stumps now to avoid that bye which they will get across for if he misses. What can Vijendra Sharma provide here for his side? Can they tie this game at the least? Well, it's all happening out there in the Society's Premier League. The field is in, desperate to stop the single. And it struck the pad, huge appeal, and given! Would you believe it? The game has been tied. They have thrown this one away here, the Island Cricket Club. They were right in front. They needed just 13 more to win in the last 2 overs. And they have made a total mess of it. And on the last delivery, they needed that 1 run. It's been given leg before wicket. And Vijendra Sharma is the hero here. And the game is tied. An outstanding performance by both the sides. 416 runs. Still nothing separating the two sides. What a mouth-watering contest this one. An outstanding game for all of us to view this one into. And you got to applaud both the sides. They have put on a real show here. And both the sides in the end deserve to win. And neither of them deserve to lose. So a tie, a fair result in the end. And both of them will go home with a point each. Well, that was it from the Society's Premier League today. And we will be back tomorrow with another one. Until then, goodbye.